Happy Halloween, yogis, and welcome to this recorded yoga practice. So, I'm assuming most of you are at home and have access to maybe more pillows, blankets than we generally use in class. So this might be a fun time for you to explore using more props or blankets. So I have this cushion that I'm going to use maybe in the class. I also have a folded blanket nearby, and I have a strap as well. That's what I have. I invite you to pause the video and gather any soft things. Also, I'm just listening to this. Maybe I'm going to turn this down. The warm-up I'm kind of stumbling over my words, and I don't want to restart this video. So I'm going to take a minute, and with you, let's all take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Do a few rounds of breath like that, in through the nose, so for our warm-up, I would like to start in a kneeling with the toe stretch. This might be hard on your knees. Find a blanket, or try this on your bed for extra cushion and support. You have all the freedom in the world to do what feels right. Also, if you don't want to do the toe stretch, just bring your feet, the tops of your feet, to the mat. And if being in this, so if you're here, you might put your cushion underneath your heels. And if this doesn't feel good, always a Sukhasana is a great place to start. So once you find where you want to be, I'm going to start with the toe stretch. We'll see if it doesn't feel good, I'll release it. So once you're in your seat, close your eyes. Settle into the stretch. Relax your shoulders. Tuck your chin. Let's inhale, arms overhead. And exhale into cactus arms. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale into cactus arms. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale into cactus arms. Let's release our hands to the side. Inhale, shoulder rolls. Exhale, allow your shoulders down your spine. The stretch on my toes is getting pretty intense. I'm going to breathe into the stretch and then releasing my toes, bringing my hips to my heels. That's all I could take. If you're still in the stretch and it feels good, keep going, or release into this is hero pose, or find your Sukhasana. Just a little something different today, kind of a risk, doing different things, as well as two different things, making a video and a new stretch. So we'll see how that went. The intention on that toe stretch is to warm up the feet, preparing them, or preparing your entire back body for forward folds. Still with the shoulder rolls, with the breath. If you found yourself in Sukhasana or in Hero's Pose, kneeling, breathe into any point of contact with your body to the mat. Ground down as you create space in your spine. Sit tall. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, Ardha Chandrasana to the right. You can release your right hand to the side or keep both arms overhead. Anything you're doing, just make sure you're staying heavy on the left side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. I honestly didn't know how long I was going to be able to hold that toe stretch. I thought I was going to be able to hold it for a little longer. Inhale to center, exhale, hands to the side. So it kind of threw me off. Let's bring our hands, palms to your shoulders. Inhale, some big circles, lots of movement, but staying grounded at your hips to your mat. Release your arms. Let's warm up our necks. Bring your chin to your chest. And on the inhale, bring your nose to the sky. Exhale to chin to chest. Inhale, nose to sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, nose to sky. And exhale to neutral. Right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, create space in your spine. Tuck your chin slightly, and on the exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Stay here for a couple breaths. Let's inhale to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Your right shoulder, keep it heavy and down, away from the ear. Inhale to center, and exhale, let's really ground down, feel your space. Maybe let's do a few circles, hip circles or torso rotations. Finding our center. I feel like I started class off a little fast with that toe stretch. And we kind of skipped meditating, which is fine. It's okay to do things different, but let's make sure that we're still getting grounded and centered before we get into any further into this practice. Let's bring our hands to heart center and rub your palms together fast. Create a lot of friction, heat. And when you feel like you've created a lot of heat, bring your palms over your eyes, close your eyes. Take a big inhale as you feel the warmth around your eyes and your forehead. in this quiet, still moment, set your intention for your practice or for your Halloween. Let's bring our hands to our knees, release your shoulders away from your ears, and we'll come into tabletop. Actually, I hate to do this to you, but let's stay seated. Bring the bottom of your right foot into the inside of your left thigh for head to knee pose. You can bend your left leg as much as you'd like. Square your shoulders over your straight leg. Inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Find contact, your hands on your foot or your ankle or shin. And once you're there, bow your head, bring your forehead towards your knee. Inhale, come up. And exhale, bring the bottoms of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Sit tall on your inhale, and exhale, walk your hands away from your body if you'd like, coming into a deeper hip opener. But stay upright if this feels right or feels good to you. Either way. It's yoga your way. Also, since we're at home and we might have more pillows and blankets around, you can practice being supported in this pose. If you're folded forward, inhale as you walk your hands towards your body. Bring your right shin over your left shin. Flex both your feet. And again, inhale, stay here. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Inhale, come up. Release your legs. Left foot to the inside of the right thigh as you square your shoulders to your right leg. Bend your knee as much as you'd like to take pressure off your hamstring. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Find contact, your hands to your foot, your ankle, shin. And again, bend your knee as much as feels good. And once you're in your stretch, exhale, tuck your chin, bow your forehead towards your knee, and explore this shape and how it feels. And maybe bend your leg, maybe begin to straighten your leg. Play around with the sensations and how it feels to be slightly different if you flex your foot, if you point your toe. Inhale, come up. We'll bring I think we already did that one. So left leg over right leg for logs burning. Stay here or fold forward. Inhale as you walk your hands towards your body. Bring the bottoms of your feet together back to Baddha Konasana. Stay here or play around with the balancing Bhadrasana is what this is called. So your hands can hold your feet. You lift your feet off the mat, balancing, finding your balance point. And then try to sit tall. Kicking your hands into your feet can help find a balance. And when you're ready, bring everything back to the mat. We'll come into a kneeling, so knees under your hips, torso, shoulders over the hips. So for a baby camel back bend, bring your palms to your lower back, elbows towards each other. Take a big inhale, and on the exhale, press your pelvis forward as your chest lifts. And inhale, come out of the back bend. We'll bring our big toes together, widen your knees. Balasana, child's pose. Reach forward. Let's inhale, come up, bring your shoulders up over your wrists into tabletop. Tuck your toes. On the exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedal out your heels here. Feel the movement in your hips. Try to get comfortable in this pose. All right, bend both your knees, torso towards your thighs. Lift your hips. Look through the window in your hands, looking through to behind you. And inhale as you come into plank. Look between your hands. Step your feet to the top of your mat and exhale into forward fold. So let's take a little bit of space between our feet. Find opposite elbows for ragdoll. Bend your knees, sway. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Press your hands into your shins, shoulders back, half lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, come all the way up slowly. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let's open our palms into Tadasana, mountain pose. Relax your shoulders. Tune into that space between the bottom of your foot and the mat. Press through the base of your big toe, and then spread that pressure out through all four corners of your feet. We're going to inhale our arms overhead. On the exhale, step to the back of your mat with your right foot, stepping into a wide leg stance. Okay, so inhale, let's come back to Tadasana. So inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, wide leg forward, fold, arms overhead. Take a big inhale here, reach, and exhale, come into goddess. Inhale, come up, and exhale, in one movement, step to the top of your mat, hands to the sides, Tadasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale as you step to the back of your mat, wide leg. Inhale, reach, and exhale into goddess pose. Inhale, come up, and exhale, step to the top of your mat, hands to the side, Tadasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step to the back of your mat, wide legs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, come up. And exhale to the top of your mat into Tadasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step to the back of your mat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, come up. And exhale, Tadasana. Let's do one more. We can't end on that one. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, wide leg forward, or wide leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, come up. And exhale, Tadasana. Let's take a breath here. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to the mat. Step into plank. And exhale as you lower chaturanga. So knees, chest. Inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, come into your knees, and then press knees up, hips up. Exhale into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So from here, we're going to do a right side plank. Bring your right knee to the mat. Left foot comes behind your right foot. Inhale as you shift your weight. Lift your left arm overhead. Maybe turn your leg, your kneeling leg, so that you have a kickstand behind you. And maybe press your left leg off the mat into balancing half moon. Let's bring our foot back to earth. Inhale, torso up over the hips. Let's stay here. Actually, let's bring our arms behind us, interlace your fingers, and open your chest. Nice chest opening stretch. Release your arms. Inhale, bring your arms to a T. And exhale, bring your left hand down your left leg. For the lateral stretch, feeling that stretch in your intercostals as you inhale. And exhale, lightly engage the pelvic floor. Bring your belly button towards the spine. Inhale, come up. And exhale, reach with your right hand to a block or the mat for side plank. And you can lift your left leg off the mat for balancing half moon. And stay here, or bend your top leg. Find your foot with your hand. Kick your foot into your hand. I think this is called like flying half bow or something. I'm not exactly sure. And let's see, so we're like this. When you're ready, let's bring everything back to earth into tabletop. Take a big inhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, exhale, downward facing dog. Look between your hands, step your feet to the top of your mat, and exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. This time, let's use our peace fingers and thumb for Padgushasana. So instead of just trying to say it, okay, let's peace fingers around the thumb. In your forward fold, tuck your chin, elbows come out to the side. You can bend your knees still as much as you want. Mine are bent quite a lot. I don't know if you can tell. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Let's come all the way up. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let's exhale into Tadasana. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, step your left foot into a wide leg stance. Inhale, reach. And exhale. This time, let's do a wide leg forward fold on the exhale. You can use a mat, or a block or a pillow. Let's bring let's come up, inhale, bring your arms overhead, and exhale, step to the top of your mat, Tadasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, as you step into a wide leg with your left leg. Take a big inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up. And exhale to the top of your mat, hands to the side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step to the back of your mat. Inhale, reach. And exhale, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, come up. And exhale to the top of your mat, Tadasana. Inhale, arms overhead. We're going to forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to the mat. Step your feet to the back of your mat. And exhale, your chaturanga. So knees, chest. Inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes, lift your hips onto your knees, and then all the way to downward facing dog. Preparing for side plank on the left side. Bring your left knee to the mat. Shift your weight over your left, right arm overhead. Again, you can throw your kickstand back there if you'd like. And maybe your leg comes up off the mat. Let's see, like that. For balancing half moon. If your leg is elevated, bring it back to the mat. Inhale as you come up, bringing your shoulders up over your hips. Let's bring our arms behind us, interlace our fingers, open the chest. Release your arms. Inhale, bring your arms to the side. On the exhale, right hand down, right leg, left arm overhead. Inhale, come up. Leroy. Exhale into, my dog distracted me because he had something that he shouldn't have. But we're in this side plank. Can come lift your top leg for balancing half moon. Also, here's the option to bend that leg. Find the top of your foot with your hand. Kick your foot into your hand. Release your foot. We'll come back into tabletop. Bring everything back to earth. Maybe a few cat-cows here. That's kind of a question mark. It's up to you. I wasn't really planning on it, but now it feels right. So I'm doing it. Inhale, open your chest, point your tailbone. Exhale, press through your palms, round your spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Let's come to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands, step your feet to the top of your mat, and exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. This time, Pada Hasta Asana. Kind of. I think I still didn't say that right, but it's Pada Hasta Asana. So we're stepping on your hands, toes kissing your wrists, and my knees are bent a lot. And then once I'm here, tuck the chin and begin to lift my hips. Let's release our hands. Inhale, press your palms into your legs. Half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. We're going to come all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Soften your knees. And step your right foot back into warrior one leg. So you've got angle to your foot, heels on the mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Virabhadrasana 1. Got a bend in that front leg. You can kind of play around with your stance as always. Squaring our hips and our shoulders to the top of our mat. Pinky edge of your back foot is strong, firm on your mat. Both feet are grounded. Engage your glutes. Tuck your rib cage over your hips, shoulders over your hips, arms active. Take a big inhale, exhale into warrior 2, open up, arms from the shoulders. We're going to take an exhale into side angle, bring your forearm to your thigh, left, your right arm overhead. Inhale, come up, and exhale into reverse warrior. Inhale, come up, and exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior 2, and exhale, reverse. Inhale to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Inhale as you reach with your left arm. Exhale, hand comes to the ankle or to a block or shin, triangle, Trikonasana. Bend your front knee. Inhale up into warrior 2 again. Inhale, warrior one. Let's inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Bring your hands behind you. Find opposite elbows. Maybe, again, I'm playing around with my stance, shortening it a little bit here. Open your chest. Inhale. And on the exhale, you can bend your front leg as you fold forward, bringing your nose towards your knee. Parsvatasana, or pyramid pose. Inhale, come up. And exhale as you release your hands. So we're going to do pyramid pose again, this time with our hands coming to blocks or to the mat. So find blocks. I'm going to use, this might be dangerous, but we'll see how it goes. I've got some wood here. Okay. So setting up your legs, you have warrior one legs with a straight front knee. Inhale, bring your arms overhead, and exhale as you fold forward, finding your blocks or the mat. You can bend that front knee as much as you'd like to relieve pressure on your hamstring. And stay here. This is a really good place to be, especially like if you feel yourself kind of melting into the pose and feel like you're kind of getting deeper just by breathing. That's kind of where I'm at. But I want to offer the option to step your back foot closer as you shift your weight, coming into a standing split. Your right leg coming off the mat, right foot off the mat. Fold forward, tuck your chin. Thinking about keeping your hips square to the mat. Your leg probably not lifting very high. That's okay. Maybe it is, and that's okay too. Your standing leg can be very bent for stability and to help you balance. Okay, if your back leg is up off the mat, bring it back to the mat. Find your pyramid. And when we're all here together, let's inhale, come up, bring your torso up off of your thigh. And let's step to the top of our mat into Tadasana. Take a couple breaths. I'm going to move these for the moment. Okay, we're in Tadasana. Let's soften our knees and step our left leg back into warrior one legs. So 2 or 3 feet back, your heel is to the mat with an angle in your foot. And if it's not exactly like that, that's fine. If it feels better to be on the ball of your foot today, go for it. Everything is a suggestion. Let's inhale into our Virabhadrasana 1. Feeling the power in this pose, the strength and stability of our feet and our legs. Feeling that nice little opening in our hip by squaring our hips to the top of our mat, shoulders to the top of the mat. Take a big inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Maybe widen your stance, maybe not. For me, it feels good to have a little more space. Still feeling grounded under our feet. Take a big inhale, exhale, forearm to thigh, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Inhale as you reach forward. Exhale, bring your hand to your ankle block or shin. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Bend into your front leg. Inhale, come into Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale into this pose. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. One more bend. Inhale, straighten. Let's stay here. Bring your hands behind you. Find opposite elbows. Oh, let your chest open. Take a big inhale and exhale. Fold forward over your front leg. You can bend your front leg as much as you need for stability and to take pressure off your hamstring. Once you're there, tuck your chin, bow your forehead toward your knee. Let's press through the bottoms of your feet as you inhale. Bring your torso back up over your hips. Release your arms. Find your blocks if you'd like. Inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, fold forward over your front leg. Hands to the blocks or to the mat. And we're going to work with that standing split again. So stay here for as long as you want, or always come back to here. Begin stepping your back foot closer as you press through this top foot. Bend your knee and inhale as you square your hips and begin to lift your back leg as your forehead comes closer to your knee. There are a lot of different ways to practice standing splits if you have a wall available. Different props. This is just the way I'm doing it today. Whenever you're ready, bring your foot back to earth. Actually, let's just step to the top of our mats. And exhale into a forward fold. Being very gentle, bend your knees. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. And inhale, we're going to come all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, fold. I'm going to move my blocks. Actually, I'll put them back on the wood pile. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your feet to the back of your mat. Exhale, chaturanga, knees, chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lift your hips.